Welcome students to today's session. We are going to study the properties of materials. Now, have you ever wondered why a tumbler cannot be made with a piece of cloth? We all know that when you pour a liquid into it, it is going to ooze out. And you know what are the properties of clothing material from your previous lessons. So, we have to concentrate on properties of materials when we have to make objects. Objects are made depending on what is their use, and according to the use, the best properties of materials are chosen to make objects. Let us look into what are the different properties used for making materials. First one is luster. Luster means a shiny appearance. We can have materials which are shiny and materials which are dull. You have got some examples over here. Lustrous materials are gold, silver, copper, aluminium, iron, etc. Non-luster materials are wood, stone, brick, chalk, paper, etc. Now you would have seen in lustrous you have got the names of metals. There are some non-metals which are lustrous, like for example diamond. Diamond is made of carbon, but still it is lustrous because it is having the capacity to refract light. So this is the concept of luster. Next, what is hardness? Some materials are hard and some materials are soft. The materials which cannot be compressed are called hard. Example, rock, metal, granite, etc. The materials which can be compressed easily are called soft. Example, cotton, sponge, feather, etc. The next property is solubility. The capacity to dissolve in a liquid is called solubility. Some substances completely dissolve in water, hence they are called soluble. Example, sugar, salt, glucose, etc. Some substances do not dissolve in water and are called insoluble. Example, chalk, sand, stone, metals, etc. Let us perform an activity with some different materials which are collected and study their solubility. The aim of the experiment is to study solubility of different substances. We need a collection of materials like sugar, salt, chalk powder, sand, sawdust. What is the sawdust? Sawdust is the powder that comes out of wood in a mill which is used for wood. In the wood mills, when it is the wood is sawed or it is polished and made into nice fine pieces of wood, there is a fine dust coming out of wood dust. This is called as sawdust. Take 5 glasses of water and add a spoon of each of the materials given above and stir the contents nicely. We will see that the following materials dissolve and the following materials do not dissolve. Salt and sugar are completely soluble. Chalk powder, sand, sawdust are insoluble. Please note down this activity in your class workbook and record it in the index column of activity. Thank you for attending to today's session.